Welcome to these cultivating narrations, written and compiled by Morgan M. Kimindo, The Lost Glory of the Kamba Trade. Africa, a vast and ancient land, stretches across the tropics, kissed by the equatorial sun. It is a continent of stories, of whispers, legends passed down through generations, of forgotten glories and buried beneath the weight of time. Yeah, among the towering mountains and endless plains lies Kenya, a country teeming with life, history, and our people's resilience is etched in every grain of its soil. If we look closer beyond the rivers that snaked through the land, beyond the acacia trees swinging in the wind, we find a people whose name once echoed across the trade routes of East Africa, the Akamba, the people of the trade. The Akamba were not just a tribe, they were traders and evangelizers and masters of commerce. Their journey began far to the west, in the dense forest of Congo DRC, where their ancestors once walked. But the call of the unknown was strong and they migrated eastwards, crossing rivers, valleys, hills until they settled in the lower eastern Kenya, a land of red soil and endless horizons. Before the colonial era, the Kamba were far known and widely for their unmatched skill in trade. They did not merely sell, they connected civilizations. Their caravans stretched for miles, weaving through the wilderness like veins carrying the lifeblood of commerce. They traded in ivory, copper, iron tools, animal skins, and beads, exchanging them for clothes, firearms, and rare coastal goods. Their name became a legend across the trade routes, whispered in the crowded market in Mombasa, Kilwa, Zanzibar, and other communities. Envied them, but none could match their skills. Their knowledge of the land or their ability to navigate both friend and foe in the tragedious world of commerce. Yet, this mighty empire of trade collapsed in an instant. Like a fire smoothed before its time, the long caravan faded, the market grew silent, and the world that had flowered like a mighty river dried to a trickle. And it all ended with the death of one man. His name was Chief Kivoi Mwendwa, a leader among traders, a man footsteps marked the path of East Africa long before roads were built. He was not an ordinary chief. He was a visionary, a warrior, and a businessman. Under his leadership, the Kamba trade reached its peak, stretching further than ever before. His caravan moved with passions, guided by warriors loyal to his cause. He knew every route, every trader, every danger that lurked in the forest and desert. But Kivoi was not just a man of trade, he was a man of ambitions. He saw beyond the horizon, beyond what his people had always known, and that is where his fate took a turn. In 1849, Kivoi met a man unlike any he had encountered before, a foreigner, a European by the name John Rudwin Kraft, a German missionary. Kraft had arrived on the Swahili coast with a mission to spread his faith and explore African interior. The coastal traders' wave of outsider refused him help him, but Kivoi always looking for new opportunities or something different. He took Kraft under his protection, guiding him deep into Kambani. Through lands untouched by foreign eyes, it was during this journey that Kraft became the first European to record the sighting of Mount Kenya, the scared peak that Kivoi called Kirinyaga, the mountain of God. To Kivoi, this alliance made the possibility of something greater. New trade, new weapons, new power, but not everybody shared his vision. Betrayal in the shadows. The whispers began as soon as he returned. Why was Kivoi bringing foreigners into their land? What secret had he shared? Had he betrayed the Kamba way for his own gain? Suspicion grew like a wildfire in Douglas. His rivals, those who had long envied his dominance in trade, saw an opportunity to strike. And then, in the silence of night, it happened. Kivoi was killed by his own people. Some say it was his close allies who turned on him. Others claim it was an order from rival traders who feared his growing power. Some even whisper that it was the will of the spirit punishing him for bringing the white man into their sacred land. But one thing was certain: with his death, the Kamba trade collapsed. Some the end of an era. Without Kivoi leadership, the great caravan fell apart. The once thriving trade routes were soon overtaken by British colonial expansions, and the new roads replaced the old footpaths of the traders. The coastal Swahili merchants shifted their alliances, no longer looking to the Kamba as their key part. Then came the abolition of the slave trade, a market that had quietly supported the economy of the long distance trade. With its fall, the need for ivory and other inland goods diminished. The British, seeking to control commerce, introduced new tax laws that forced the Kamba and other communities into waged labor. Slowly, the world changed. The trade that had once defined the Kamba became a memory, a legend whispered by elders, a tale of time when the people ruled the market of East Africa. But was it truly over? Had the Kamba simply lost their way? Or had they been pushed into the shadows by forces beyond their control? Did Chief Kivoy death sear their fate? Or was it only the beginning of something much greater, something unseen? Who really killed Chief Kivoy Mwendwa and why? The end. Compiled and written by Morgan M. Kimindu. Follow me as we prepare for the next episode.